That's why you see guys with half your talent making 10 times your money. It's not a mystery. It's not even hustle. Most people are just waiting for a permission slip that's never going to come. See, we're taught that if you work hard and keep your head down, the world eventually notices. That's a lie. The world is busy. The world is loud. If you want something, you have to walk up to the window and demand it. I was recently looking back through the work of Jim Rohn, the man who essentially taught the titans of today how to think. He once noted that the most powerful formula for success is staggering in its simplicity. It's a single word: ask. The elite aren't smarter than you. They just have the guts to do one thing you aren't doing. They ask. Today, we're talking about the art of the ask. It's the most powerful tool in your kit, but most of you are too polite to use it. We're going to fix that. There is a peculiar nobility we attach to keeping our heads down. We think that if we hit it every day, if we're the first in and the last out, the world will eventually pay us our due. Jim Rohn called this a tragedy. He noticed that the world is full of good workers who don't have a single scrap of paper with their goals on it. They're incredibly efficient at running in place. See, the elite understand something you don't. The machinery of life is passive. It doesn't move until someone pushes the button, and that button is labeled the ask. If you've been grinding for a year and your life is a carbon copy of last January, you don't need a new work ethic. You need a new demand. You have to be better than a worker. You have to be an asker. Success isn't in short supply. It's not like there's a limited amount of money or respect in the world, and the guy before you took it all. It's more like an ocean. There's plenty for everybody. But here's the problem. Some people walk down to that ocean with a teaspoon. Can you see that? This massive, infinite body of water, and they've got this tiny little silver spoon. The kids on the beach are going to laugh at you. Not because you're at the ocean, but because your equipment is ridiculous. If you want to live like a mastermind, you've got to trade that teaspoon for at least a bucket. Better yet, build a pipeline. Don't be afraid to ask for the big stuff. The ocean doesn't care if you take a spoonful or a bucketful. It stays the ocean. The only thing that changes is how much you bring home. Now there's a way to do this right. You don't just go out there and mumble. No one has ever been rewarded for mumbling. You have to ask with intelligence. In our world, that means precision. If you ask for more money and the universe drops a pound coin at your feet, your request has been fulfilled. You have more money. If you aren't satisfied, the fault lies with your lack of detail. An intelligent ask is defined by metrics. How wide? How high? Exactly when? What specific terms? When you describe a goal with that level of clarity, it ceases to be a wish and becomes a magnet. It starts to pull you toward it. The clearer the ask, the stronger the pull. If you can't describe it in detail, you haven't actually asked for it yet. Finally, you must make your plans like a cold-blooded adult, but you must believe in them like a child. Adults are skeptics. We pride ourselves on being realistic, but realistic is often just a fancy word for pessimistic. A child, however, doesn't care about market volatility. They simply want the toy, and they have the unshakable faith that it is coming. The strategist draws the map. That's the adult. But the child drives the car. I'm challenging you to a 90-day strategic beta. For the next 3 months, you operate under the Rohn Protocol. Identify the one thing you've been waiting for someone to give you. Stop waiting. Formulate the ask. Make it specific. Make it intelligent. And put it on the table. But let's be honest for a moment. Most of you won't do it. Most of you will finish this video. You'll feel a brief spark of motivation, and then you'll go right back to your good worker habits. You'll tell yourself that the timing isn't right, or that you need more experience before you can make a real demand. Do you know what the price of that silence is? It isn't just a smaller bank account. It's the slow, quiet erosion of your potential. Every time you have a valid ask and you swallow it, you are training your brain to accept mediocrity. You are telling yourself that your goals are secondary to other people's comfort. The elite don't have better luck. They just refuse to pay that price. They would rather be told no 1,000 times than live one day wondering what would have happened if they just opened their mouths. A no is just data. Silence is a death sentence for your ambitions. Think about the people you admire. Not one of them got there by being patient in the way the world taught you. They were patient with their vision, but they were aggressive with their demands. If you aren't asking, you are effectively choosing to stay on the other side of the glass, watching the world move on without you. So, let's get very clear about this challenge. This isn't about being loud or obnoxious. It's about being relentlessly intentional. For the next 3 months, I want you to audit every conversation. Ask yourself, is there a demand here that I'm leaving unsaid? If you're in a meeting, ask the question no one else is brave enough to ask. If you're looking at a contract, ask for the term that favors you. If you're speaking to a mentor, ask for the introduction that scares you. You'll find that the world actually becomes more helpful when you're specific. When you ask intelligently, you aren't just taking, you are providing a map. You are making it easy for the ocean to flow into your bucket. This is the Rohn Protocol in its purest form. It's a realization that you are the architect of your own gravity. You create the pool. Give it 90 days. Abandon the safety of the teaspoon. Stop being a spectator in your own life. Trade your silence for strategy. The world is waiting to say yes, but it's waiting for you to go first. Stay strategic. I'll see you in the next one.
Subscribe to Millionaire Monologues, where words become wealth, and check out this video right here. Your future may depend on it.